Not only do I turn looks, I turn bottoms into tops.
I might be a bear, but deep down I'm just a kitten.
Hi, and welcome to Live, Love, Lab, the behind-the-scenes podcast from Beauty Lab and Laser. This is Heather Gay. I am one of the owners of Beauty Lab and the co-host of this podcast. I'm joined by
Dre, the other owner, the other co-host, and together we are
Drether.
And today is this is in the makings for
podcast history.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, how many times have we had to redo a podcast? I feel like we've redone it more than... No, is this the only time we've done a redo? This is the only
time we've ever done a redo.
We've had redos we've wanted to redo.
Yes.
But we never actually did it.
Nope.
Right.
So this is a redo.
Beep, beep, beep. This is an official redo. Mm-hmm. We have some esteemed guests today who we previously podcasted, like an on fire, off the cuffs, like beautiful podcast.
Best
like
night
genius,
of our life.
yes.
Like texting each other and late into the night being like, that was so fun. Was that so fun?
Yeah.
Did you love them? I loved them.
I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, deeply. And that moment has now resurfaced in our lives.
Yes.
Because we had to do a do-over. What's a do-over, Dre?
Well, a do-over is when you get a new podcast system hooked up by your awesome friend and then you don't know how to set it up. And so you record and it doesn't record. So this is the redo. Why?
Well, no, nothing. I'm just like, I feel like that could have been like presented a lot better based on our guests' faces. Like they're just like, what the hell was that? Like, okay, so let me.
It just didn't work the first time. The sound
our
was
audio
bad.
was off. Basically, I was ridiculously loud, and everyone else was like embarrassingly quiet. So what did I say? There's no way we're releasing it. We'll do a redo.
Yes.
And so when you discovered that the audio was bad, and we went through all of our resources, and we knew the audio was bad,
yes,
you came to me, and you were devastated.
I was like, I want to cry. I cannot deal with the anxiety that I have right now of the fact that this didn't record right.
Right.
I was
and
so
my
upset.
first thought, like I heard how upset you were, but I felt zero pain. I was just like, oh, we'll just do it again. Like, I mean, it's like saying like, you know, you have to redo your cruise on the Caribbean. I was like, absolutely.
True.
Like,
true.
I'll do it again tomorrow.
Yep.
No, but I felt sad. And then I was like, well, listen. And then you were equally as worried about telling our guests that we're going to have to redo it. And I was like, no, let me handle that. Let me handle that. I said, I am not worried about it at all because I bet they're going to feel exactly like I feel. Like fun.
They're
great
nodding.
Opportunity.
They're nodding.
They're nodding. We can't reveal them yet. So we have a big reveal that we've planned out and choreographed. And so we're like, we'll figure out when we tell them, you know, it's going to be like, you know, I'm just going to say, hey, listen, we're going to run through all the variable options. And if we get to the wire and we can't redo it, then... And, we can't fix salvage it, then we're going to have to redo it. And I was like, but I'm not worried about it. Let me handle it. So we had a little event with our esteemed guest, and we walked in, and like I hadn't even taken my coat off. Okay, I hadn't even gotten my bearings. I didn't even know if this was the stool I was going to sit on for the whole night. And Dre leans across the table and says, "We have to redo the podcast."
I had to blurt it out. It was in me, you guys. It was in me, and I was hurt. It was hurting me. And I was upset about it, and I had to let it out. I'm so sorry. And Heather
daggered-eyed her like, what the literal fuck? I mean, and I kept dagger-eyeing her, and then she kind of looked at me like, you said you'd do it. You know, and I was like, yeah, this was not the softball, t-ball approach I had envisioned.
Mm-hmm. But hey, it worked out.
It worked out, because
Everyone
we're here
was
tonight,
fine.
and with no further ado...
Yes, we have... amazing guests tonight.
Yes.
Local podcasters, but also like Bravo World podcasters.
Truth.
It's the first time it's happened, right?
Yeah. And this is the first time that podcasters have interviewed podcasters. It's meta on meta. Try to stay up. Keep up with us. Okay, so we are going to let them just do their intro, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Take it away.
Take it away, boys.
Hello, I'm Hunter Horton.
And I'm Papa the Bear, and welcome to the Real Housebears of Salt Lake City podcast.
I always anticipate like what is Hunter gonna do for
and it's always just right on the spot.
Podcast.
Me too. I never know.
Yeah.
I You never know.
I
Keeps
love your
things
guys'
fresh.
intro so
Thank
much.
you.
And what about taglines?
You go first.
I might be a bear, but deep down I'm just a kitten.
Not only do I turn looks, I turn bottoms into tops.
And both of them adopt their tagline persona. If we had this on camera, which is why you guys need to be on camera.
For real.
We're working on it. We're
Ridiculously
working
good
on
looking.
it.
Yeah.
And like the style is always on point.
On point.
On point.
We
guys
have to
look
dress
good.
up when we see you, ladies.
I know.
Well, listen, I had more. I want to circle back to that night when we had to reveal to you guys so eloquently that we're going to have to redo the podcast.
Nice.
I was wearing like a quite fuzzy, furry white mohair sweater that I anticipated would keep me warm in an open air karaoke bar. Little did I know that when I walked through that, barred window and door, that it was going to be Palm Springs. How hot was it in the karaoke club?
It was
Oh my God. I was wearing a
burning.
sweater too. My black sweater, there's now a white sweater.
We all
Exactly.
went home with your sweater last night.
Listen,
night.
that was my punchline, but it was like 90 degrees, so there was like humidity in the air, plus excessive body sweat, plus it was like kind of a sexy sweater.
Yeah.
It only had fuzz in the appropriate places. And at one point, I looked over at Papa Bear, and he was like wiping his sweater. He's like, "Oh, my beard is just shedding like crazy." And I thought, "Yeah, it is. You should really get a handle on that." Knowing it was fully, my mohair was like, it was coating every surface. Our other friend went out to the car to lint roller himself twice.
No.
And he was well aware that it gave him the appearance that he was absolutely doing drugs. He did not care.
I did
He
not
did not
even
care. He
think
was like,
about
I don't care if they think I'm strung out on crystal meth. I have to lint roller myself from your mohair. It was
I love
everywhere.
that so much.
Well, the other day I was wearing my face mask, same one that I wore to said event, and I inhaled and started choking on something and realized that it was heather fuzz. Yeah, my whole inside of my mask had like just little white mohair, sprinkles.
Yeah,
That's fine.
everything is coated in it. It was like the perfect storm of mohair. I don't
my
even know.
Now
how
we
to-
all have a little bit of Heather Gay in us.
Yes.
Yes,
As
I
it
do.
should be, I might add. As we should. Yeah. So we're doing Housebears on Live Love Lab Part 2, and we couldn't be happier
I
about
know.
it.
We
I know.
couldn't be more excited.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
when you were like, you came up to us, you had fear in your eyes.
I was
Trey.
so
Can we
upset, you
talk
guys.
about that moment? Like,
she was
I
so
had no
upset.
idea all that was
I
going
barely
on.
even sat down. I was like crouched, like one cheek on the stool. Like, I don't know if I'm going to land here because we just walked in.
Guys, I'm
I mean,
sorry.
it literally had just like you guys had walked in and then boom, she dropped it on us like right away.
But we did have the same reaction. We were thrilled.
Yeah, we were
"Hey,
like,
we get to
oh,
go back."
we're gonna go back for another 3 hours with you.
Yes.
Darn.
But did you sense like any interaction with us? Did you see
No.
me
I
staring
had
at her?
no
Oh,
idea.
Heather like death glared me.
No, I didn't notice that at all.
We should have been like, "Oh, sorry, but we're way too busy. to have you again."
Or like, I don't know if I
You
can
lost your
produce
chance.
the same energy that we had
Oh
the
my
first time
gosh.
around.
I'm definitely a lot less nervous
Well, good.
this time
Good.
around.
I'm so
Good.
glad. Well, yeah, because now we're best friends.
Yes.
Yeah, Druther
So-
Hardenwood.
Yeah,
Now
Druther
we're
Hardwood.
basically a girl group, and I'm Obvi Baby Spice. So let's just
Avi.
Well, let's talk about your podcast. So, what made you guys decide to do a podcast? How did it all unfold? And yeah, just tell us the story.
Who's
of
your
that.
favorite housewife? Just curious. Just curious. I'm just kidding. I actually hate that question. I would never ask it.
Well, no,
Because
I think
ask everyone, but the truth is, it's a team sport. So you would never say like,
I have favorites. I mean, present company is always
Yeah,
going
I'll
to be
be
excluded
excluded.
because,
Uh-huh.
But
like,
we did say you were our favorite on our first episode before.
yeah,
Yeah.
truth.
So-
Yeah.
That's the only reason you made it this far, boys.
we'll take it.
Let's not mince words
We will
about it,
take
okay?
it. We
We
will
fed
take it.
everybody. Nary a dark word has escaped your lips.
Do you want to start with favorite housewife or the story of how we started a podcast?
Story of the housewife was a joke.
Oh, I would be glad to. We love some Sonia Morgan and some Portia Williams.
I
and
love
a whole bunch
Portia
of-
Williams.
But anyway,
It's like all of your favorite people.
Oh, but yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
because we're twin
Right.
flames.
They're good time girls.
Yes, yes.
so Hunter and I have been talking about a podcast for years, maybe.
Because you were a lifelong Housewives fan from the beginning.
Yes.
Hunter took a minute to get on board, right?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I did not like reality TV.
He was against it when we met, actually.
And the only episode that I'd ever seen of the Housewives was a New Jersey episode where Teresa flips that table.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
who
I was like,
hasn't
what
seen
am I
that?
watching?
Yeah.
What is this?
What you're watching, my friend, is a moment in cultural history
Yes.
that will never be repeated to the same
Truly.
level.
But I do
Truly.
have to say I'm a
It's like
big
a-
Housewives fan now, of course. But yeah, Bear has definitely...
Well, you call it the Vanderpump Rules
my
marathon,
gosh.
and that was the gateway drug.
Oh, there we go. That's a good gateway.
okay.
We love the VPR
Yes.
crew.
Oh my goodness. That
Shout out
was a
to
show.
all the VPRs.
Yes, we love them very much. So I hope
So,
it's
yeah.
not R.I.P. Vanderpump Rules. I hope it gets to come back.
No, I think it
I
will.
know.
I think it will. They're too good.
Yeah, but we never could come up with like a direction. Like what we knew it would be something about pop culture. I knew it would be something about Bravo at least, but we could just really never come up with a direction or a format. And then when they not only announced Salt Lake City Housewives, we were yes, that's how it was.
That's the way it felt.
That's exactly how. But no, literally, we were in Mexico on our honeymoon, and we watched the premiere, which was the day before my birthday. Like, thank you for coming out for my
Yeah, it's
birthday.
November 12th. So wait,
Yeah.
you're a Scorpio.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Got that tail.
Oh,
Explains our affection. My mother's a Scorpio.
See?
Don't make it awkward.
Not at all. But literally, we were in Mexico on our honeymoon, and we watched the premiere, and we're like, "This is it. We found our podcast." And the very next day, in our condo in Cabo, I luckily had my sound equipment from work with me, and we just recorded our first episode.
And I love that first episode.
Oh, thank you.
It's so great.
Thank you.
It's so great.
Oh, well, thank you. We still
Yeah.
listen to it every now and then.
Yeah.
And it's such a total story about like the inception of like entrepreneurship, you know,
Yes.
or whatever the word is. You
Totally.
know, like entrepreneurialism
Or ship.
or entrepreneurship.
Are we
Yes.
talking about ships?
Oh, Lord. Don't get Hunter started on ships.
Basically, the inception of Housebears, because I feel like you guys are going to be legacied.
Oh,
forever.
totally. I feel like you guys have like just snowballed.
The Real Housebears are going to start evaluating and like recapping and, you know, giving
we
your
hope
insight on
so.
every single housewife show. I would want.
Well, it's so cool because you guys did start as Real Housebears of Salt Lake City, recapping Salt Lake, but then the public outcry
demands
demanded
more.
that, like,
Give me
now
more.
that season 1 is about to end after 2 more episodes of the
We're
reunion.
very sad about it.
Like, what are you guys going to do? And you guys recently announced that you are going to expand your podcast
Yeah,
to
we
other
were-
franchises, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
we were
yes.
going to be just specific on Salt Lake City, but yeah, of course, the fans needed us.
Yes, the fans needed you.
So now we're not going to be the Real Housebears of Salt Lake City. We're going to be the Real Housebears in general
Love it.
because we're going to
Perfect.
go in depth and deep on each franchise one
Yeah.
at a time.
I think it's so great. And I think it's so cool that you guys are doing just specifically one
One city at a
franchise, right?
time.
Like, yeah.
I don't understand how, like, some of these other podcasts will cover 4 different Bravo shows in an hour. I'm like, how do you choose?
Yeah.
What's important to
I
say.
mean, you ladies in
Right.
Salt Lake City, like, we pretty much had to transcribe every episode because everything that you do and say is ridiculously awesome in some sort of way, you know?
I mean, we have so many sound bites saved from the
Seriously,
show.
You guys, your sound bites
Oh my gosh.
Your sound
are
bites are the
everything.
best.
They are so good.
I'm so sad to have to retire any of those sound bites when we do New
No,
Jersey.
because like when you look about, like, look.
Does that mean it's time
look-
for a drink?
Yeah. When you look at what I mean, now I'm looking at all I mean, I have been a part of this world. Like I haven't listened to like the podcast except for Danny Pellegrino.
Shout out to Danny Pellegrino.
But I can't believe like some of the most iconic things are from like season 1. You know?
I've
and
told
we're
you-
talking about things that are like Family Van, I believe was season 1.
Family van, yes. Give me a family van.
I ordered a family van. You send a family van for 18 people.
Oh, that's
yeah.
such a good
Yeah,
movie.
and that's season 1. So I start to like see, oh, wait a second, smells like hospital. You're going to still be making
Yeah.
that joke in 12 years.
Oh, so
because it's a great joke.
It's iconic now.
It is iconic.
Oh my gosh, so much. I want a shirt that says the only person effed up is you.
You can swipe up on our
exit through our gift shop.
Well, my next season's housewife tagline is actually something that you
It's a
said,
quote
Heather.
from you.
Oh, okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it, baby.
Are you going to expose it? Do
Okay,
it.
I can't remember it exact because I have it written down at home, but it was when you're like, physically, I'm a dream. Emotionally, I'm a mess.
yes, yes.
Yes, that is
Yes.
a good line.
It's so good.
That's a good line.
I still haven't picked mine out yet. I've literally had the same tagline. How long has OC been out?
But okay, and I love your tagline though. It
I
really
know.
does fit you. But I was trying to describe Housebears to someone today, and I was like, "Well, listen, his tagline is you can turn bottoms into tops."
No, that's Hunters.
I know. But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
switching.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
switching. Yours is great.
Yeah.
I'm switching, and I was just like, "So you know what that means? That's hard to do."
That actually
I
was a
literally was just
conversation
like,
that we had with
that's
someone.
hard to do.
Listen,
that's like
it
that's
has-
some BDE, if
it's
you know what I
happened.
mean.
It's happened.
It's happened.
It has happened.
Yeah, I'm speaking the truth. It has happened.
So I'm just saying, like, yours is iconic and can last forever, and I think
know.
yours can too. But I do think the audience would want to hear
Yeah.
annual revisions.
Yeah, we're going
just
to
for
have to.
fun.
We're going to have
The
to.
housewives have to, so we might as well.
Yeah.
New season.
Wait, you guys change your taglines?
Yeah, we changed. You can only kiss my big fat white pioneer ass for a couple more weeks, sister.
I think that's your tagline for next year.
Hi. Y'all can kiss my big fat white pioneer ass. Because I'm not going anywhere.
Yes.
I'm so glad I was here for the inception of that.
Oh my gosh.
No, I
is
still want it.
amazing.
My original tagline, which keeps getting rejected, and I don't know why, is I may be dead inside, but I'm still the life of the party.
That's amazing.
Yes.
But mostly that doesn't work though, because you have a lot of warmth.
But I'm
You
still
have a
dead
lot.
to the core.
No,
It's
you're-
like, okay, how about this, guys? Dre got her nails painted especially for Valentine's Day.
I saw that. They're beautiful though.
And will you tell our listening audience what
It's not a
color
visual
they are?
medium.
They're black.
Yeah,
They
black
are
is black like my heart.
I'm like, you got your nails painted black. Yeah, for Valentine's Day. Like, it's exactly how the conversation, I was like, okay, I know,
But
obviously.
this is where Heather and I like connect because we do yin and yang quite a bit. Like we're different, you know, we bring different things to the table, but we are both dead inside.
both dead inside.
So
And dark attracts dark.
Yep.
We're like the black hole from 1983.
Hello,
if you saw
darkness, my old
terrified me.
friend.
Come to talk with you again.
Well, we're here to bring the life.
Yes, and the light.
Yes,
life and the
we will
light.
bring the life
Souls.
and the light, and you guys can be the yang.
Okay, well, you guys,
That was an unequal metaphor.
there is a word for that. When it's a wrong metaphor, I'm gonna
A
look it up.
malapropism.
Something like that. Anyway, okay, you
Yes.
guys.
That's when you use the wrong word in the wrong way, which I'm famous for doing.
Oh, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Okay, I would like to know from the Real Housebears, what are the top 3 moments from season 1?
Oh my!
Oh, I got one.
You
I got
each
one.
get to have 3.
Okay.
Top 3. You each get to have your own
Yikes.
top 3.
I'm gonna
Unless
name-
one of
I-
you is really long-winded.
I'm definitely naming one right now.
Okay,
Got it.
go for it. I
The
feel like you've
meatball
got-
on a stick.
Okay.
Meatball on
That
How
a
many
was
licks?
like,
So good.
yeah. How many licks does it take to get to the center? Like that was, and you're like licking it, and all these hot guys with like no shirts on
Sure.
are walking by. I'm like that. I want like a 10-hour video of you just with like a meatball on a stick. Just
I want a
looking at
whole
guys.
show about it.
Oh yeah.
I want a
Listen,
whole show
I
about
will.
it.
That
It'll be
sounds
like
like, a
ASMR for
dream
your
casting
eyes.
to me. Are
Yes,
you kidding?
Heather's
I have to walk
meatballs.
around and lick meatballs with hot, shirtless men.
Yes.
Sign me up.
Maybe it
No
can be.
pay necessary.
We need a meatball competition on Top Chef that you're the guest judge.
Oh, bravo.
Gosh. You listening, Bravo?
Pun intended.
The audience wants it.
I love Top Chef. I'm a huge fan.
Me too.
You can
I don't
pass
think
your
I've
nose.
ever seen
And
missed
go.
an episode.
You definitely need to try Bear's balls.
Oh, my
do
sausage
you make-
balls.
Yes,
Sausage
his
balls?
southern sausage
So
balls.
in the southeast,
Is that trademarked? Bear's balls?
it needs to be
right now.
It is now. So in the South, whenever you go to a party, someone, I'm still good. There is always sausage balls at the party. There's never a question.
It's like a
do you
meatball
say-
but with sausage.
It's breakfast sausage, Bisquick, and cheese. That's all it is.
That sounds
It's
effing
amazing.
delicious.
It's
It is a
amazing.
dream. I love it.
When you go to a party in like South Carolina, Tennessee, it's not a question of if there will be sausage balls. It's who gets to make them. Who won the argument.
Okay, so it's a gift. It's like something that you want to do.
Well, in the South, whenever you go to a party, you always bring a dish and you always bring your own liquor.
Okay. Okay.
So,
okay.
whoever, there's always a conversation about who's making the sausage balls.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, you guys.
Do you know how to make the sausage
Oh,
balls?
I make them.
I make them all the time.
Next
Okay,
time
and
there
they're
So
were,
when are you guys
Oh,
inviting us
What
over?
do you dip them in?
you don't have to.
We don't even
really.
They're
dip them in
cheesy
anything.
enough that they're not dry because Bisquick
no,
is
listen, it's like-
genuinely dry. Let's
Yeah,
be
that's
honest.
true.
It's nothing but it's like 2 cups of cheese in it. Like they're amazing.
It's
They're
kind of
so
like
good.
my Samoas where I don't even notice that it's shredded coconut because, got it?
You just wait out next time we're
We'll bring some
together.
Because it's
Yeah.
coated so much in caramel.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Next time we're
No.
together, sausage balls for thee.
You had me at balls. I think that's obvious.
I think you had all of us at balls.
Yeah.
You had me secondly at sausage. Throw in Bisquick and cheese, and how's a girl to say no?
Right? All right, so before we leave, we're making plans of when we're next getting
I
together.
know. When are
and
you
I
guys
will
going
bring
to have us
sausage
over
balls.
for the sausage
I think
balls?
you should send out an engraved invitation that says, please come to our sausage ball breakfast. Because that just
Wait, is it a
has
breakfast
nice ring
food?
to
It's
it.
a party.
It's a party
Or-
or a breakfast food.
We eat it for breakfast a lot, but it's mostly a party dish.
Okay, when you're like trash at a party, you need to come down a little bit. Have like 2 sausage balls, and I'll bring you right down.
Okay, I'm going
Oh.
to remarket and rebrand sausage balls to Bear's Bisquick balls. The triple B's. I need some triple B's, man. I need some triple B's. I need to bring me down.
That is it. That is it.
I'm raging, man. Just grab them in my mouth. Just cram some triple B's right down my throat. Just go push them in with your finger.
since those bear balls.
Oh, that's what I needed. That's what I needed.
Oh my gosh.
Now I can rage.
It is now. It's on. It is on.
Oh my gosh.
It's the new boot and rally.
Okay. Oh, we were talking about
Yeah.
season
Oh,
one.
Top 3.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Meat on a stick.
meat on the
Amen
stick.
to that.
Yes.
One.
I just have to say the whole entire Vegas episode, like 2 episodes ago,
You guys, that was good TV.
it destroyed us from the inside out. Like I was in Tennessee watching visiting my mother.
What entertainment should do.
It did. No, seriously.
We were separated.
We were
not
separated.
separated, but we're apart.
I was in Tennessee. He was here, and I hadn't got to watch it yet, and he was texting me in a fury, like, I don't know how to deal with this. This is making me crazy.
I mean, right
I can't
away,
even talk about it.
After the first commercial, I was like, I can't do this. I need you here. This is too much.
And then that was like Scary Island. That was like Dinner from Hell.
Yeah, a
That
lot
was
of those
like
things.
all of those iconic episodes.
I mean, you said Scary Island, and like my whole body got full chills. Do you really think we're on that level?
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand how much we've loved this show and how we feel like it's been like 3 seasons in.
Okay, well that
We
makes
don't-
me
Well, I
feel
mean,
proud
The
to be a
fact
part
that
of
you
it.
guys are getting a 3-part reunion first season, like, there's enough
Yeah.
drama for that. Like, that's crazy.
Oh, for sure.
All right. you
I
two
have
more.
my other favorite part would probably be Jen Shaw's foot reveals out of the cars every time.
Oh, the high heels in the
amazing.
snow.
In the
Yeah,
snow, yes. I
that's
loved
pretty
that.
great.
Amazing.
The footwear
Yeah.
coming
Yes.
out of the car. And I was like, Bear, I want you to do that to me every single time I get out of the car.
You do have good footwear, Hunter.
I have a
Really
huge
impressive
collection.
He does. He loves his shoes.
No, Jen's shoes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Jen's whole style.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, whenever they like throw the question out there, like who has the best style, I always say Lisa because that speaks to me. Like I like her kind of rock and roll urban edge.
Yeah.
I think it's understated but always really elegant but it's always cool.
I agree.
You know, she's never a fashion victim. She's never like a label whore.
Right.
And Jen's just a bigger personality and a bigger fashion statement than I would ever want to be.
Right.
But
Yeah.
ultimately, I dig what she wears.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love her looks that
Yeah.
she pulls
Right.
off.
I agree.
But like to be completely authentic, like I would probably, veer more toward Lisa. But
Yeah.
I think her style and her D squareds in the snow with the
Yeah.
rope and the,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
I know.
And she rocks them. She can
does.
wear them for 12 hours,
How?
She
I
weighs
would
about
die.
80 pounds.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
There's
Yes.
about 6.7 pounds resting on both ankles.
Oh my gosh. I believe it. I think that another one of my favorite moments is just the moment that Seth gave me the visual of Meredith wearing nothing but snow goggles.
He's been
And-
obsessed with that.
I think Meredith is so sexy.
Meredith is very sexy.
Oh, don't tell me that.
She is.
And I'll tell you, something that didn't make the final edit, which was so amazingly funny to watch, was Seth has revealed the first night that he like kind of hooked up with Meredith, and it's like the sexiest story I've ever heard. And he tells it in like Seth Mark style. And it just makes you love and appreciate Meredith even more and kind of fantasize about her even more. You're just like, okay, this woman has all the colors of the rainbow. You know what I mean?
It.
Yeah, like she can go to soft classical to like hardcore hair metal.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and hold her own. As
believe
Sonia
it.
would say, she swims in all circles.
Love it.
Which is the most elegant way to like describe someone, don't you think?
Yeah, I do. That's nice. Sonia.
Because you want to be able to. Most of us just get a chokehold about like level 3 of the aquarium. You know what I mean? They won't let us past.
Bless.
Like, you're not getting by, Dory. You seem real dumb. 42 Sherman Oaks or whatever. What is the 42 P. Sherman?
P. Sherman.
42 Wallaby Way.
Yeah.
Sydney.
How do you
how do you
freaking know that?
remember
Because
that?
she has the
Just keep
weirdest.
swimming. Just keep swimming.
That is unbelievable.
No, Heather has like a weird photographic memory, and it's wild.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Did your girls watch that a lot?
Probably they watched it once, and she still remembers
Yeah.
it.
That's wild.
That's the kind of brain she has, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I love that. I remember just random things. I don't have a great memory like that. I just
Listen,
remember
it's
random
not a
things.
competition, Pop. I've told you time and again. This is not a competition.
No.
We're a team.
I lost again.
It's you and me against these two.
I'm totally down with that.
Totally.
Me and
We're
Dre.
good.
And
we got
this
you
is-
guys.
We're humoring them, really. But let's throw them a
They
bone.
can tell
you know?
themselves that. It's
Yeah,
fine.
they're just scared. That's scared talk.
Well, can I say my top 3?
Please.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's hard because, like, of course, they're all just like funny. Well, my actual top 3 are just like funny Heather moments or like great Heather moments.
There's a ton of them.
There's so many. But for me, besides all of that, I'm gonna say season finale, Heather finding her voice. Just everything was so good about that episode, and it was really exciting for us to watch it because it was like happening at Beauty Lab, and plus I just remember where Heather was at the time, and like you have to realize this was a year ago.
Yeah.
You know, and so much has happened, and also like we've just processed so much together. And so it was really, really great to watch Heather finally like kind of confronting Jen and you know, saying what she thought. And so that was like my proud moment.
And
you
saying
know?
what she needed. That's
Totally.
like, this is what I need from you.
Yes.
Give
yes.
it to me.
Totally.
I love
that.
that. Yeah.
That was like me being like the proud husband, let's be honest.
Yeah, let's
right.
Let's be honest about that one.
That's awesome.
And of course, I love all of Meredith's disengages.
Oh.
Like anytime Meredith is going to disengage, I am here for it.
I have a
same.
soundbite of every single one of them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love it.
it's the best word. And like Dre has come in and like told me about her weekend, been like, I used the term I'm disengaged
Oh my God.
several times this weekend, and it is such a great word.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. Bear
Love
was
it.
like, "Can you take the trash out?" I'm like, "I'm disengaging," and I
Yeah.
walk away.
It's getting too intense for me.
And then my third is just from one day ago. You should write a book. I won't read it.
I won't read it.
I won't read it.
That is
Right
that
up.
is forever a
That
part
is
of
so
the lexicon.
good.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit
We
about
definitely
yourself.
said
You
that.
know what? You should write a book. I won't read it. Okay? Let's start there.
Yes, I have to
people
say,
are
like,
thrilled about that.
I had to pause it and cackle for several minutes before I could move on. And this is someone I hang out with every
Right.
day.
Yes.
Every day of my life.
Yes.
And I still was like, that's good. That is good stuff right there.
Seriously.
That was funny to me too, honestly. Like, I just remember my heart beating in my throat, you know, because
Oh my gosh.
you know, I have immense respect, you know what I mean, for Lisa, and I don't want to fight, but I was mad,
Yeah.
you know, and just to see me be like, you should write a book. I won't read it. Like, I don't even form those words in my brain before I
No,
say
of course not. Of course not. Of course not.
It was
Yeah.
just a really good Heather one-liner, and I know you so well, and I know like it just came to you, and you just said it,
Yeah.
and it happened.
I don't even know.
and it
I
was
mean, yeah,
brilliant.
I was just fully unfiltered at that point.
Yeah.
My 3 favorite moments are when I finally got real with production, when they're just like, you know, that text you sent, you know, like with the thumbs up, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, was it a nephew? And I was like, absolutely. That was my favorite moment because I had felt so beaten down by the whole process of everything and pretty vulnerable. And that was when I kind of hit that moment of just, you know what? Let's just keep it real effing real.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Even
you
when
didn't skip a beat.
when I texted it might not have been, I probably would have cowered away if someone confronted me like the day I texted it, but now I know that's what it meant.
Yeah.
That kind of like feeling. That was one of my most favorite moments.
That's a great moment.
That's in my top 5 as well, for sure.
I'd like just a montage of every time that you flirted with someone, though. Can that be my third moment? Just a montage of you
That's
flirting.
definitely another moment. You're
Yes.
like, oh, you don't drink?
climb
Don't
up
worry.
yeah.
I got this.
Or the
I'll
horse
get drunk enough
guy.
for both of us, yeah.
The horse guy, that was cute.
Joe the trainer.
Chad, the construction worker.
Oh, Chad's married to my best friend, but yes, amen to Chad. He's a total babe. Trav, the contractor.
Yes.
Yes.
So lots
The
of...
bearded guy under the counter.
That's
Oh my
Travis's
gosh.
son.
Travis's son. Probably happily married until now.
Right. He's ruining the day he ever got married now.
Man, extra actor man, aka in a vulnerable position. Slide into my DMs.
No, it's been a good season. It's
It's
been so
been-
many
oh,
good
so
moments. And it's been so great to hear you guys recap it. Like,
Yeah.
and it's fun because it's weird because I feel like from our perspective, because we were there and like, Heather was, she's a housewife. But for me, I'm just like, I just know them. And so it is a little bit weird watching them on TV and being like, oh yeah, that was like, that happened and whatever. And then to hear you guys recap it has been so fun because it's like, okay, like I really wasn't wrong about that. Like everybody else saw it too, you know?
And it's
so awesome.
you guys have really mastered the art, and I think it's a very nuanced, like highly emotionally intelligent art of observing and recapping and being very, very opinionated, but safe to listen to. Like I go in, I'm a fan of one housewife, and it's Heather Gay. So I go to listen, and I want to hear the truth of everything that transpired, but I don't want to expose myself to like anything mean about me or Whitney or anyone,
Yeah.
Totally.
And it feels like it's always observant and acute and and biting, right on the money, but not cruel. Like the intent isn't like she's a pig.
Totally. No, we've actually talked about that of why we appreciate you guys so much because you guys you Michelle Obama it.
Yeah, you Danny Pellegrino
Like,
it.
yes.
Yeah, like you guys, you constantly was. Because you guys speak truth. Let's
You
be
speak
honest.
truth,
You guys
as
will
you should. Never stray
call
from
it.
that.
Yeah, you call it how you see it, but you always like stick with this kind of idea of you love your housewives.
Yes, that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
We love our housewives.
Yeah.
You really are the friend that Jen claimed to be when she said, like, I'm going to be your friend that's going to have your back, but then pull you aside and say,
Like, girl, that was
That was
crazy."
crazy.
Yeah.
And that is you guys.
We feel really close to all the housewives from diving in deep this whole
Yeah.
time. Like seeing this season end it's really emotional for us because we feel like we have walked this distance with all of you ladies.
Absolutely, you
Seeing
have.
It's been a
y'all's
first
like
for us
journey
all.
and
Yeah.
like everything and plus we want to feel good podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's hard to walk the line of feel good and still interesting.
Totally.
And still authentic.
And you guys nailed it.
Because when people do shitty things, like, listen, we all do it.
True,
So it doesn't
true.
hurt any more or less when we get called out on it,
Yeah.
Totally.
And I wouldn't ever want to do shitty things and not, if you guys didn't recognize it, I would lose respect.
Right,
You know what
yeah,
I mean? I really
yeah.
would, because if you don't think that I'm like aware, of all of it, and like, but a lot of things you become aware of watching.
Yo, I mean, we've watched every episode no less than 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, we watch it for fun,
Same. Us too.
and then we watch it again to take notes. And that 1 hour takes some days 3 hours. We have so much to say.
Yeah.
And then we have it playing while we record, just in case we need a reference.
I kind of love
Oh,
that. I love
I did
that.
not know that.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
You know what my dream is? Like to retire from Housewives, but with like enough under my belt to like have a little credibility, and then just be like, I want to do director's cuts of every episode. Be like, that's complete bullshit.
Yes.
And be like, and then I'm like watching it play out, and they're like having me talk over it and just like lie, You know?
You could do like a people's
Yeah.
couch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I had to pee in this scene, you know. I
my
just
gosh.
vomited in the bathroom.
But
you know?
that is what is really fun about watching an episode with Heather, and you guys got to experience it for the finale.
Oh,
You
that's
joined
right. I
us
was pretty
for our
harsh,
fina-
but like that's how I felt, you know. I gotta
but
keep it real.
it really is so fun because like Heather can give the little like tidbits of like, oh, I was about to, you know, go. Well, I'm not even going to say it, so never mind.
Yeah.
But
and my Bravo contract was just canceled.
Yeah.
Surprise.
but
Sorry about
it
that.
is fun to like watch it with Heather for sure.
It's fun to be a part of it. I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful to have people like you dedicate your time to watch it and to analyze it. Like that's a thrill.
We're in.
To me. Are you kidding? Like I am honored and flattered by all of it. And I think every single woman on the cast is worthy of ridiculous fandom and love. You know, I
Absolutely.
really feel that
They
way.
are all dynamic
Absolutely.
and interesting and forces to
Absolutely.
be reckoned
and
with.
freaking forces to
Yeah.
be reckoned with.
Yeah.
You know what
Truly.
I
Every
mean?
single one of them.
Alpha
Truly.
businesswomen. Like
Yeah,
that
totally.
was perfect.
One of our
Totally.
attorneys said to me the other day, do you remember when she's just like, well, I can just sit back and watch. We were talking about a client, or not a client, but an opponent we had in some legal matters. And she's like, well, I can just sit back and watch you murder her with words.
Murder her with words.
And I thought,
It's amazing.
yeah, well, I'm going to put that on my business card. Don't cross me or I will murder you with words. Like, I truly don't want to murder these women with words. Like,
No,
I
no.
want to, you know, like, I'm capable of murdering someone with words, like, based on my attorney's assessment. And these women give me a freaking run for my money
Yeah.
every day, twice on
Well, and
Tuesday.
Heather,
you know what I mean?
Oh, I do.
You've said all along that you want everyone, the same cast, to return to
Oh,
season 2
yeah.
For
because these
decades.
are the women you want to engage with.
Yeah.
and that you
These are
want
the
to
women
do
that
this
throw
with.
me
Yeah.
for a loop-de-doop.
Yep.
I cannot even find my footing. And that to me is a growth opportunity. You know?
Totally.
I think this
Some
show
people
is
are
gonna
open
just
to
grow.
growing. I'm just gonna
No.
say.
Go-
Some people are.
some people aren't going to change for anyone.
No, but you know what? Amen. Amen.
I agree.
Because
I
if
agree.
you think about the key franchises, those women are consistent to the core, and that is what I
Truly.
tune in for. I don't tune in to see evolution. I
Right.
tune in to see consistency.
Ramona
Just why-
has
same reason-
evolved into the same person every
over
season.
and over. She's like a true renewal party for Ramona.
Yeah, she has
Yeah.
renewed herself
Yeah.
into the same exact person.
And Bethany's
every
like,
year.
yeah, yada, yada, yada.
But what
Heard it
about
1,000
Luann?
times.
But now Luann, she's had
She's
quite
like,
an arc.
She has turned into something amazing.
Luann's arc is like, I could weep for Luann's
It's
arc.
unbelievable.
Have you guys seen the Roni musical version of when she's like, well, I spent almost a day behind bars. And she's like, she's singing like a Les Mis, like Jean Valjean, like, you may think you know the plight of the criminal, but I've spent almost a day. You're gonna
That
get
is
your nails
amazing.
done. You're gonna get your nails done.
I
And she
need to
takes
find
all
those.
these like prisoners to like a beauty like revival.
Not
That is amazing.
But I will say, because I hear what you're saying, but also interesting people are interesting people, even if they evolve. Look at, not everyone loves Bronwyn, but
yeah.
like I love Bronwyn.
I love Bronwyn.
And like,
That's an
Shout out to-
evolution.
right?
That's an
Right?
evolution. And you know how hard it is to take personal risks on a national
can't even imagine.
stage?
Yeah.
But Bronwyn gets it. She knows that there's only a little bit of her that America can tolerate. And they
Totally.
can't tolerate it at all. You know, you can't open it up in every aspect of your life because America is intolerant of that. Because
Yeah.
it's a big, slow moving ship.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And you know, a lot of people hate change just in general, though.
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
that's tough.
For sure.
Don't change my housewives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Alex Trebek, you know, like no,
Yeah.
like not even Ken Jennings can get a break as the
Yeah.
guest announcer on there. You know,
That's
change is scary for all of
It
us.
is.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is. But
Unless it-
evolution is good. It's not. I'm just.
I want to
I'm
be a
just
better
saying.
version of myself every day.
Yes.
Truth.
That's
Yes.
my goal. I want to be better than I was
I
yesterday.
want to be a skinnier, hotter, better version of myself.
whatever that means.
Personality
Whatever
can
that
trail
means.
behind.
Whatever that means, you know.
That's the hard part. Like I work out, I feel cocky. So it's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
I like
What
it.
do you do?
I like it. I like it. Be cocky.
They're like, we like you when you were fat and humble. Like, I'm skinny and sexy and successful now. I hate you. We spit upon your grave. You know that's my future.
No,
I
not
gotta
at all.
stay.
No.
I gotta stay in my zone.
The thing is like you can evolve, Heather, because you have found your voice. I
Truth.
feel like, and
This
like
has been a huge
especially
transformative year.
Like we saw a little taste of it at the finale, and
Yeah.
then we really got a dose of it at
the
the reunion,
part 1.
and we're gonna see more of
Oh,
it.
for sure.
You are, and I apologize to those that felt like I was a wet rag. Like,
But no, Heather,
You
you,
don't
are
need to
still
apologize.
you are still serving the good lines.
Oh, for sure.
Like you
For
are still the
sure.
same person. You just are more sure of yourself, and I think that's a great thing.
I
and it
think-
was a full year ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
People are rooting for you to evolve.
Yeah, the world is
People are
rooting for you. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like every single message that I see out there in the world, like it's always like Heather Gary is my girl. Like I'm rooting for her. She is the one
like,
to go.
I'm rooting right back for them, and I'm like literally doing the show for those people.
We'd love to give a shout out to our sponsor, Anchor Podcasts.
If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free.
There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more.
You can even make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership.
It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place.
Anchor is where we started with our podcast, and it's been really great for us, and that's how you're able to hear us on all the different streaming platforms.
We love it. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today.
Just in case anyone's curious about Papa Bear's phone, when he sent me a song on iTunes, it said, might be from Portia Williams. Because there's only one other person on iTunes sending Portia Williams singles out as frequently as Papa Bear. And that is Portia Williams herself. And amen, sister. It is fire.
Isn't it great?
It should have much more playtime than it's getting.
I think it's amazing.
I'm going to put it on every one of my stories.
You guys need to send it to me. I want to hear it too.
You gotta
I
watch
sent
the
you.
video.
I sent
too.
you the
He sent
YouTube
it.
videos for both that and Work Done just last week.
on our Druther Hardenwood group text.
We don't have a
You know
Druther
what?
Hardenwood.
It's showing up as Portia Williams. That's why you're not
guys.
getting
I
it.
do not. I'm not on that text.
Okay, I will. Before
Oh,
we
you know
leave,
what? That's
I
something
think
we
that's
did in the
you
parking lot.
three. I think
that's
that's you
something we did in
three.
the parking lot, boys.
we will make sure that you have
Guys,
Flatline by
guys.
Portia Williams, Work Done by Portia, Sonia, and Melissa Gorga.
So freaking good.
They both have videos.
No,
guys.
it's great
You
music.
have to watch.
Oh, you guys will be
And
playing
she's a-
Work Done
she's a-
around
yeah,
here.
she's
too.
Oh,
a
Work Done
music
is so good.
connoisseur.
okay.
Look, this is an album cover. This is, you know.
Oh,
It's
work.
an
Yeah,
inspirational quote.
Yeah, this is everything.
Amazing. I've been
This is
staring at that
most-
cheetah thing.
Look, you guys
Yeah, I
made
love
the Wall of Fame.
Yay, our bear glasses.
Well,
Next to perfection is attainable, which is not unplanned.
so great. Okay, well, I have a couple more questions for you guys.
Bring it.
Let's
Okay.
do this.
Before we wrap up, because you do have to go pick up your child.
Correct.
Yes. So, I would like to know, who is your dream guest for your podcast?
Well, we've always wanted Heather Gay to be on it, but we're not going to talk about Heather
Yeah,
Gay. 'cause she's
present
here.
company
Talk to my management. Huge fee.
We're
Huge
going to have
fee.
to go through all that red tape.
Well, I would say as
Info
a
at beautylablaser.com.
there you go. Well, I would say as a
That
Bravo
goes to Dre.
You email at 1:00 in the morning. I don't know when you sleep. But
Truth.
but as a Bravo podcast, Lord Cohen would be the number one
Of
my
course,
choice.
of
you
course.
guys.
But since
Lord
we're switching,
be with us.
right?
Yeah.
But
Amen.
since we're switching to New Jersey, do you know who Greg Bennett is?
No.
The first few seasons of New Jersey, he was the Manzo brothers' gay best friend.
Okay.
And he
okay.
does a lot of podcasts and stuff still.
No,
and,
if he's vetted by the Manzos, he's
yeah.
gold.
And he's like 7 feet tall and hot.
Oh.
So I went.
Done.
I went Greg Bennett on our on
Okay, Greg
our
Bennett.
on Druther Hardwood.
Brother
Hardwoods
Hardwoods, because
podcast,
I'm gonna
yeah.
sit on Greg Bennett's lap, obvi.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's gay or not.
Yeah.
Hunter, who do you want?
I either want Travis from Dallas.
Okay.
Travis Holman.
Travis
Travis
Holman.
Holman, yeah, he's a square-jawed babe.
Oh my gosh, and his fingers are like fat and square.
No, yeah, I love him. When their hands look like they can't hold a pencil, I'm like, slap him right on my titties.
That's like
you know
so-
what I mean?
I told Corey, I was like, I want to suck on his fingers.
Hunter, maybe we're connecting now.
I also really love Joe Gorga too, but if
Oh,
I'm not,
he loves Joe Gorga.
But if we're
What
not
about
going to do
Frank
crushes,
Quintana?
Oh yeah, Frank. Hmm.
yeah, but it's Joe Gorga's personality that really sells it for
Okay.
me. But for a woman like a Real Housewife, I want Portia Williams.
Yeah.
I think she is so much fun. I have been rooting for her since the very first
Yeah,
episode.
day one when she was married, all
And
of it.
she
Another
has
great
grown
arc.
so much, and
So
I
real.
think that she would just make me laugh till I pee my pants.
Yeah, Portia
And we just
is
dance.
a spark freaking plug, you guys. Think of Portia, what she's come from and gotten to.
Oh,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I really respect her.
Inspirational.
She
Yeah.
survived the flatline. Plug our flatline Portia Williams song again.
100%. Yeah. You know what? Shout out to Portia. You know what? I'm a blue check verified. Maybe I'll DM her this podcast.
Portia Williams, this is Hunter Harden. I love you so much.
Flatline.
Let's put that to the first 30 seconds. She might listen to.
This episode would be called Portia Williams. Listen.
Yeah. You're going to choose the Real Housebears of Portia Williams.
I'm in.
Yeah, let's do it.
I love it.
They're gorgeous, Portia.
Who are
can't go
your
wrong.
Who are your dream guests?
Anyone that likes me, really. To be
Then
fair.
that could be anyone.
Yeah,
That could be anyone.
anyone.
It doesn't even have to be Bravo. You guys are not don't always
It's
talk
true.
about Bravo.
Like,
it could
yeah,
be anyone.
we can extend ourselves beyond below deck Alex Radcliffe. To you, baby
The
boys.
romance
He
that's
is
been going on between you two.
love
Yes.
Alex. Like
Yes.
a pure catch. Like I will only use him for his body. I want like a real woman to have him for his soul. You know what I mean?
gotcha.
Someone that can go the distance with him. But like, I love the man. I think he's phenomenal and
that's
smart
cool.
and kind and totally authentic.
My pick would be Brendan Lemieux, esteemed hockey player.
Yeah, he's a. We met him once in Vegas.
Yeah.
And he was very cool.
I'd just love to get him back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brendan he's a young, aggressive hockey player.
Is he hot?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds
Dre,
like
Dre doesn't
I'm
want to
gonna
invite
pull a
anyone
picture.
back to the podcast that's not hot.
Well,
Why do you guys think you got a round two?
And you know who? Guess, you guys, mine is going to throw you for a loop. Do you know who I want on here?
Who?
I want Ryan Adams to come on and tell us his side of the story with everything. Because he's making a comeback right now. He's starting to post again on social media. And he, you know, he got caught up in the Me Too movement.
He's a musician.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious, like, I want to see, like, what he would say to the questions I want to ask.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what would be really, really
Let's make-
amazing is if we get Britney Spears on the podcast.
Well,
Free
I
Britney,
mean,
this
yeah.
thing
Britney.
right
Everybody
now.
say
Hello.
Free Britney because her
Yeah,
trial
Free
is
Britney.
Is
Free
it tomorrow?
Britney.
Yeah.
at noon. Yeah.
Free
Free
Britney.
Free
Britney.
Britney.
Or wait, was it today?
No, I think it's tomorrow. But you know what?
Free Britney.
Her Instagram is so sweet because she's just living her life, not even acknowledging that anything crazy is happening, because everything crazy is happening for
I
her.
mean, how else would you handle that? You know, besides
Yeah.
just kind of go numb from
Yeah,
it all.
I guess
and just
so.
kind of
That's
go
true.
on. I just feel so bad for her. And after the
know.
documentary came out, we're just
Yeah.
like getting ready to drive down there to Free
No,
Britney.
for real. My snowmobile.
Yes.
I posted that and I played Last of the Mohicans. We will find you. Like literally, I was like, Brittany, I will dry road a snowmobile
Yes.
to freaking LA.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do
To
it.
launch
Speaking
her
of
free.
snowmobiles, we have to do a Grease 2 duet next time that we go karaoke.
Baby,
You know what? We need
If
to
you
watch
really
Grease
wanna
because I
know-
have not seen it.
what I want in a guy.
When I'm looking for a dream on a mean machine with hell in his eyes.
I want a devil in skin, tied leather,
It's gonna be wild as the wind.
and one fine night.
I'll be holding on tight.
Holding on to what?
To a cool rider. A cool rider. If he's cool enough, he can burn me through and through.
Whoa, if I wait forever.
This will be the rest of the podcast.
Then I'll
Ladies and gentlemen.
wait forever.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No
Ordinary
ordinary
boy,
rider.
no ordinary boy is gonna do. I want a rider that's cool. All right, I can die now.
Dre, this is our lives.
I know.
Oh my
I
God.
know.
Welcome to your
This is
future.
our lives,
Welcome
While
to
they're
your
singing,
future.
they're
Thank you. And we
Like,
will be
some
holding
fancy-
auditions. Bring a headshot.
I know every word. I even know the dialogue. Okay,
Listen,
I got
catch
you.
up, double catch up.
We're gonna score tonight, ladies.
I love it. I love
Where's
that.
the prize for
I love
first
that.
place?
I
love that.
Stephanie. You want the first prize for first place, Goose? I ain't nobody's trophy, Goose.
Ain't nobody's trophy. Oh, she ain't nobody's trophy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. She don't know she's a woman.
Yeah, you just gotta let it go. You gotta let it play out. Otherwise, they'll both like implode.
I know. It has to come out.
It
How
has
about,
to.
wait. Shh. How about that ride?
It all seems so unfair. Just when I saw you, or just when I found you, I lost you.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter now. The only thing that matters is that I love you. And you're the only one that can keep our love alive. So, Heather, don't forget me. Forever, I love you. I won't be far away.
Baby, hold my hand and think of yesterday when
And we'll be there together. Love will turn back the hands of time.
Turn back, love. The hands of time will
Turn back.
turn back. I'll be your girl for a season.
Which season would you be?
100% fucking Paulette.
Oh, yes, Paulette.
Paulette with the corset and the
Yes,
rings and the
yes.
ribbons and the maypole tied in. Even though she wasn't maypole, she was June.
True.
But like the maypole vibe, like
Yeah.
Paulette, every day,
Playing
twice
in
on
the
Tuesday.
sand.
I've wandered through the desert, and I'll always be around.
Guys, I've seen Grease too, and apparently I need to revisit it because
I think I
When are
just
we
saw it.
watching it?
If you
When are
really
we
want to
watching?
know what I want in a guy, well, I'm looking for a dream on a mean machine.
With hell in his eyes. You
I
can't,
want a
okay.
devil in skin, tied leather,
Gonna be wild as the wind.
and one fine night.
I'll be holding on tight.
What, baby?
To
A cool rider.
This
A
is-
cool
Can we just start from,
rider.
let's go back to the beginning and
Oh
start
my
from
gosh.
Yes.
No.
guys,
We need to get through this
Sorry,
podcast.
sorry.
Oh, I forgot you have a daughter to take care of.
Carpool calls.
We'll have a separate episode where both of you just recreate the entire
Yes.
movie.
Well,
Yes.
we
Easy.
have big plans for that.
yeah.
Easy.
Hunter and I are
Start
going to
moving
take
to Utah if you got a
800
voice and you got a
selfies,
dream.
and we're going to post a lot of posts.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it blow up.
Yes.
On social media.
You just missed our little plug. I just said, move to Utah if you've got a singing voice and a dream. Pack your bags.
Pack
and
your bags.
Because
Yes.
Papa Bear and
Druther
Druther Hardenwood are going to make shit happen.
We're gonna
in the
make
We're
shit
FLC.
making it
happen.
happen.
Make history.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah,
I
I,
love
have
that.
to say, you guys, I love that. Can I touch? mostly Hunter and your thighs. Yeah, you guys' relationship is palpable.
Oh, thank
Just
you.
so you know, and like
You guys are
you've been
a
together a
beautiful
long
couple.
time, a beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful couple, and your energy is, yeah, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Well, thank
We
you.
love you.
I'm a Hunter Harden fan.
I am a Hardenwood fan.
Yes. Yes.
This is just almost too good to be true.
Yeah,
This
we're gonna
whole
remove
life.
all clothing now and consummate this relationship.
Here we go. There's a first time for everything.
No more gold star for you.
What is college for?
Yeah, what is Housewives podcast for? If
Yeah.
not debauchery.
I mean, where better than in Salt Lake City?
Oh, there's no better place.
No.
No
Truly.
better place.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for
This
having
has been
us.
so much fun again.
So fun.
How do you end your Housebears podcast? Do you have a signature?
We just call out all of our social media. So
Yeah,
with
so
that
where
being
can we
said,
find you? Where can everyone find you?
On Facebook and Instagram, we are now officially the Real Housebears.
Cool.
We have taken
Good, I
out
love
the
that.
of
That's
SLC.
great.
So
Yeah.
the Real Housebears on Facebook and Instagram. On Twitter, we are just Real Housebears.
Yes.
And then you can also email us at therealhousebears@gmail.com.
So what about, where can people find your podcast?
You can find us on anywhere, basically, where podcasts are aired.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor is one of our sponsors.
Yeah. There's
Awesome.
a couple other...
I haven't found a place where we're not so
But
far.
basically, if someone Googles Real Housebears podcast, they're
Yeah.
going to find you.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Definitely.
And then you're going to find us and you're going to find gold.
Yes.
Gold
We are
in
Live
the
Love Lab
hills.
subscribers as well.
No. Thank you guys for supporting
Thank you.
the
And we're
podcast.
subscribers of Housebears because you guys are geniuses.
Yes.
And
And it really does feel like hanging out with our
ridiculously
friends. I
handsome.
genuinely had FOMO.
I know. I
I was like driving my car and I texted you guys. I was like, when I got to Starbucks, I was not driving and texting.
No,
I had
heavens,
pulled
no.
No, for real, I had pulled into
Keep your
Starbucks.
unsolicited feedback to yourself.
But I was like, you guys, I miss you. Like, I'm listening to your podcast and I wish that we were hanging out because it really is so fun. You guys
Yeah.
are so great.
I feel like we're going to wake up and all this is just going to be a dream one day. Like, it's almost too good to be
It could
true because
be.
you
We're-
ladies are just so amazing. You guys have such big hearts and you guys make us feel at home. Like, the second we met you guys made us feel like we were best friends already. And you don't get that a lot. And, these
Especially
days.
right now with COVID.
Yeah.
No one's connecting.
No,
Yeah.
it's a symbiotic gift, and we adore and love you, and we have the shared interest. Everyone loves me, and I love me.
Right? That's
More do
what
we need to build a
need. That's what we
relationship,
need.
really?
Perfect.
It's just
That's
us
your new
housewives
tagline.
fans. Yeah.
Well,
We have so much in common. I love me, and you love me.
What
Let's
more do
be
you
friends.
need? What more do you need?
well,
so
I
good.
hope that this podcast did not record or anything, so we can do this all over again.
Oh my God.
Dre looks at her
Okay.
computer.
Yeah.
Did you see the fear in her
know.
eyes?
I know. Pure terror. I invite you guys out to karaoke again. I'm like, hey guys.
I'm like, I'm T minus 30 seconds before Dre drops the bomb
If we
that
get
I'm
a
in charge of.
if we get a text being invited to karaoke this weekend, we know something's up.
You guys,
Yeah.
Guys, we have to do the podcast over.
if this doesn't work out, we're going in your guys' closet
Yes,
studio.
yes,
With your
absolutely.
laptop
Wow.
and
Naked,
your
apparently,
thing. Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
heat
So-
you
control.
basically have
Yes,
to be naked
we
in
don't.
there.
That's why one reason why we don't do videos because we're rarely wearing clothes.
I know.
Yes.
I love you guys. I love you. I love you so much. All right. Okay. Well,
Well, the way we end ours.
Ooh, we want to do it with you, the very last
Oh,
one.
yeah.
for sure.
We're all doing it. Okay. Well,
So not only do the Housebears love you,
but the lab loves you.
and remember,
Life is short.
by the lips!
Okay, love you. Bye.